Pace Bene, my brothers and sisters. The peace of the Lord be with you. And welcome back to the Portiuncula Franciscan Hermitage and Retreat Center. I'm asked all the time what our come to the quiet retreats are all about at the Portiuncula. And I thought maybe it was time I explained a little bit more fully what we do. In the 6th chapter of Mark, I'm going to, starting at verse 30, it says, "Come away by yourselves to a deserted place and rest a while." Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? You know, in this modern day, we have iPods, cell phones, and pagers and laptops. And how many of you have been to a restaurant and maybe have seen 4 people sit down across from each other at the restaurant, and next thing you know, the 4 of them are texting people that aren't even with them, just completely ignoring the people sitting across that table from them? I know we got together with our families this past Christmas, and we probably had about 30 or 40 people in the house, and sitting there in the living room were all of these young people, and they were all texting, talking on the cell phone, completely ignoring the rest of the family. What kind of a message is that sending to the people in that room? That you're not worth my time. You're not worth my effort to be with you. I want to be with somebody else. And that's basically what we're saying. But as I said, you know, here we are in this modern day, and we've got the iPods and the cell phones, and everybody's hooked up to something electronically one way or another, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And really, a lot of that, I think, has to do with the fact that people are scared to death that they're going to hear God. They're going to hear God speak to them and tell them what He would like them to do. So they block Him out in any means possible, constantly with the headsets on and jamming and what have you. Especially the young people today. You know, if they're studying their homework and they're jamming with the rock and roll, it's because they're scared to death to be afraid, scared to death to be by themselves, scared to death to think. Well, at the Portiuncula, we don't permit iPhones, iPods, cell phones, laptops. We have no telephone. We have no television. We have nothing but God to be with. We come together 7 times a day, and we pray from the breviary as a group. And then we go out into the fields or out into the forests, and we pray on our own. Whatever we are led to pray, we pray alone with our God. And when the time comes to come back together, we have a very easy way of letting people know, to inform them that it's time to return and come into prayer once again as a group. Francis of Assisi spent a lot of time in contemplative prayer by himself, just as Jesus did, because he learned from Jesus that to build the power up, to release the power from within you, you have to spend that time being rejuvenated by God. I like the way that St. Francis also explains that our bodies are our cells. Our souls are the little hermits living in those cells. And the more that we become attuned to that little hermit and listen to that message, the better off we're going to be able to take God's love and compassion out to a suffering and dying world. So until next time, my brothers and sisters, Pace Bene, the peace of the Lord be with you. Ciao.